I gave this talk last week and a gentleman put up his hand and he said, sell me or pitch to me the Tesla car. Okay, the Tesla car. So if you don't mind, I shall go back to the Tesla car and I shall bring you back here. So the first thing I'm going to do is start in the past. Start in the past, why? Because by starting in the past, the audience is going to be able to nod their head and say, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Now look at my head. You'll see I'm nodding. This is a good thing. In the world of influence and persuasion, nodding is good because it's really difficult to go from nodding to thising, right? It's really tricky. So this is really good. This is what we want. So to start off with, during a pitch, we want our audience in agreement. So I'm going to talk about the past. I'm going to talk about a shared past that we probably have all experienced. I realise some of you experience less than me because you're younger than me. But I'm hoping many of you will know what I'm talking about. So let's go to Tesla world. Over about 100 years ago, we were getting around on horses and carts. And everyone would have a horse perhaps, or they'd go around on foot, they'd perhaps have carriages. And then the motor car came about 100 years ago. And that meant for the wealthy few, people could drive big, long cars and take other people in those cars. That was great for the few, but most people couldn't access that kind of technology until the mass production line and Henry Ford, and he was able to democratize the car. Suddenly, everyone had a car. On local estates, you had one car parking space. If you look now, you'll have cars all over the road. Families have 2, 3, 4, 5 cars. Everyone's got cars nowadays. That's terrific. But something was also noticed. When we had all these cars, about 30 years ago, in LA, something started to happen. They started to have smog. Clouds of pollution would sit over the city, and that actually means that people can't breathe properly, and people started to die from lung conditions. Not only that, because there were so many cars around, the accident rate shot up. Tens of thousands of people in each country were dying from car crashes and severely injured. These are two really, really bad things. And ladies and gentlemen, if this continues into the future, in the future what are we going to have? We're going to have more and more car crashes, we're going to have more and more smog, and we're going to have more and more deaths. This in no way is a good thing. But what if I said to you, I had something that meant that you and I were able to travel around in freedom without fear of being in a crash, without any fear of getting lung cancer or any kind of pollutants or any kind of illnesses whatsoever? What if I was to say to you, in actual fact, you don't need to be behind the driver's seat anymore. You can just sit there and play on your laptop or surf the internet because the car will drive itself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll reveal to you the Tesla car. Vroom, vroom, and then in comes the car. That is a start of a pitch. And then I will talk about how many products I'm going to sell of it, how much money we're going to all make, when you can expect the first Tesla car. But you'll notice that I spent a fair amount of time talking about the problem. It's a bit like a really successful Hollywood movie. The bigger the villain, often the better the movie. So give the problem detail and try and think about how we can make it personal and relate to the audience.